Hello, all you magnificent people, Derpo the Magnificent here, and today we're going rogue. So today on Going Rogue, we're doing Enter the Gungeon. Bit of a different one this time, because this is just a recording of me just playing the game. I wasn't doing anything, I wasn't recording or anything, I was just playing for fun. And it turned out to be the best run of my life, so I just decided to hit record at about the 4th floor of the Hollows, and I recorded the run. This is post-recording commentary, so, yeah. I realized that this would be a really good run when I got a rainbow chest. If you don't know, a rainbow chest is a chest that gives you 8 of the top-tier items. Here's a screenshot of the items I got right there. As you can see, there's some pretty good items. I got the RC rocket, which is insanely powerful. The Gun Knight helmet, which just is amazing. The nano machines. Just a bunch of really, really good items. So this is an insanely... it's a really, really good run. I'm playing as the Bulletkin, of course, because the Bulletkin is the best super Bulletman. Bulletman versus the world. And in this run, I do get to the secret 6th floor and beat the final boss. So, spoilers. I suppose I should have said that before I said that there's a secret 6th floor and all that shizzle-wizzle. But yeah, spoilers from this point onward. Well, from after I beat the dragon. Because I do beat the dragon in this run, of course, and I do win everything and beat the final boss and stuff. So, yeah, if you don't want to see the final boss or anything like that, you should probably leave. So, yeah, I'm going to attempt to commentate on this video throughout the whole thing, although I don't know how well that'll work. So, yeah, as you can see, I am starting the run in the 4th floor, so you did miss the rainbow chest actually getting opened and stuff like that. And you did miss the first 3 floors, but you didn't really miss too much. But yeah, as you can see, I've been carried pretty hard. I have, what is that, 7 hearts? Yeah, I have 7 hearts and 6 chunks of armor. So I'm ridiculously overpowered at the moment. I'm going to be using Blasphemy, the sword, for most of the run, just because it's so good. It's really powerful. I don't remember if I have any specific items that make it more powerful. I think the Omega Bullet, which is one of the items I got from the golden chest, I think that may... Oh, sorry. I think that may up the damage of Blasphemy. I'm not sure. Because Blasphemy doesn't actually have an ammo count. So, I don't know. It's a bit odd. But yeah. This is going to be a little bit difficult because I'm not actually playing the game right now. I'm just commentating on the video as I'm watching it back. So... I may go silent from time to time. That's just how it's going to end up. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this style of video, by the way, because this is what I was originally going to do for The Binding of Isaac when I had fraps and stuff, because I couldn't actually record Binding of Isaac very well with fraps for some reason. So, but anyway, yeah, this style of video, the post-recording commentary, let me know what you think of it. I may do more of it in the future or something like that. No idea. This weapon right here is actually a new one that I just got, and I had never seen it before. This is the Abyssal Tentacle. And basically what it does is, if there's an enemy on screen, it will automatically grab onto them and just slowly kill them. It's like the Radon Coil, if you know what weapon that is, which is kind of like, I don't know. I guess, if you don't know what the Radon Coil, it's essentially homing brimstone. From Binding of Isaac, you just get brimstone and homing shots, and it's just brimstone that always locks on enemies. That's what the Radon Coil is. It's a massive beam weapon that just always hits any enemy on screen. And the Abyssal Tentacle seems to be a slightly less powerful of that. It's, you know, if there's an enemy on screen, it will kill it, but it only hits one enemy at a time. Now, right there, that green chest, I was very surprised to get the Flame Hand from it, because I could have sworn the Flame Hand was a really terrible item, and I didn't think you could actually get it from a green chest. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that may have been a bug. Because the Flame Hand sucks. It does, like, no damage at all. The only thing it's good for is spreading fire, and there's already the Fork of Justice, or the Pitchfork, for that. So, don't exactly know why the Flame Hand is in the game. There, I'm regretting using my 2 keys. Because I would have preferred to get into that little room there. So we're going to go fight the boss with the RC rocket. You'll get to see the extreme power of the RC rocket. It's a rocket launcher that does a ridiculous amount of damage. Reloads faster than other rocket launchers like the RPG and stuff. Plus, the rocket follows your crosshair. So it's kind of like the rocket launcher from Half-Life 2, actually, if you think about it. It is extremely powerful, and as you can see, I literally just used like 8 rockets, and one of the pillars was already dead. So this thing is insanely good. I had just bought it just before this run, and I'm very glad I did. So we're already down to the last pillar, and I've only used, like, what, 14 rockets? That's ridiculous. There we go, 16 rockets, and the kill pillars are down. It's a really ridiculously powerful weapon. And, of course, I did get the master round for that, so now I have 8 hearts and 6 pieces of armor. Going down to the 5th floor now, it's looking real good there. I did cut out the loading time there. Just, as I could. So yeah, by this time, I just know for a fact I have won this run. I don't know... I haven't yet discovered that I'm going to... I know for a fact that I'm going to beat the dragon. That's pretty much all that's going through my mind right now is, wow, I'm going to beat the dragon. I may be able to get to the underworld and maybe, just maybe, kill the Lich. Although, my hopes aren't too high. Although, I'm thinking, if ever there was a run that I could beat the Lich with, this would be the run. And, you know, spoilers, turns out I was right. So, I know I said I would be using Blasphemy, the sword, for most of the run, but here I do switch to the Op just because it's a really powerful weapon. Although, it doesn't give me the same protection that Blasphemy gives. Blasphemy gives you a ridiculous amount of protection because of its bullet-destroying properties. So, yeah. Here's a nice little trick that you can use to defeat this room, because this room's always a little bit difficult, is you can just flip up that table and block his arm and then destroy him. That's one thing that I don't see a lot of people doing against those giant skeletons with bullet arms, is if you just stand behind a wall or whatever, then they'll throw their arm at the wall, and then they're super easy to kill. They do have a second attack that is, like, really difficult to dodge, and it's super annoying. I don't remember if you'll see it in this run. They almost never do it, but most of the time those skeleton guys are really, really easy to beat. And I just never really see people using that tactic. Here is a spice. It's I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd spice. No, it's the 2nd spice. So what spice does is when you very first pick it up, and you use it, is it curses you, or no, the first one doesn't curse you, but it gives you a speed up and a health up. And then the second one you get gives you another health up and another speed up, but it also curses you. And then from that point onward, like the 3rd one and the 4th one and stuff, they always curse you and get rid of one of your heart containers. So 3rd spice and onward is always bad. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I also made some progress with the elevator man. Oh, that's awesome. So what happened there is he wanted he was discouraged because he had made it all the way to the 5th floor, and he's just like, oh, I'm so bummed. I don't think I can do this. I need to see some heart. And so you have to show him 6 full heart containers. You don't lose them, thank goodness, but yeah. So then he sees them and he's like, oh my gosh! It's really, really funny and silly, as you just saw. I do also give him, I end up giving him one of my master rounds later once I beat the dragon, because I don't know why I wait until beating the dragon to do it. I guess I just wanted to have the best chance I could possibly have of beating the dragon. Not really sure. But yeah. So, what was I talking about beforehand? I don't know. Ah, yes, the spice. Well, sorry. Silent there for a bit just to think. So yeah, the spice, you only ever want to use 2 of those, and every time you use it, it makes spice more likely to appear. The first spice, it's actually quite a rare item, but once you use one, then it ups the chance of it appearing by a significant amount. I don't actually know the exact numbers or anything like that, but yeah. So yeah, advice for spice, just use 2, and then that's it. You'll see it again, no doubt, but only use 2. Everything else will just curse you and get rid of your health. I have ruined a few runs just because I didn't know the full effects of spice. So yeah, I think I see another spice later in the run, but yeah. Again, here's the use of Blasphemy. Just all these projectiles, and it just doesn't matter because I have a sword that destroys them. I was very surprised I got out of this room without getting hit. It was crazy. Cultists, oh my gosh, I hate these guys. Even in post-commentary, it's just like, I can't stand those guys. So I just picked up another armor piece. I still haven't been hit on this floor yet, so I now have 7 armor pieces. Ah, yes, there's another spice. I do avoid buying it because I thankfully remember that 3 is a bad number. There's the dragon right there, but I decide not to fight him because I'm like, I'm stupid, ridiculous, powerful, so I'm just gonna... Let's do the whole floor, why not? So it's me just ripping my way through those bulletkin over to the necromancer. I almost called them the necrodancer there. And killing them dead, yeah. That's another thing that people don't seem to know, is that if the necromancer does actually end up summoning a skeleton, which is the giant golden skeleton, then if you just kill the necromancer, then it knocks the skeleton out, and you can destroy its skull before it gets back up. Yeah. A lot of little helpful tips for enemies and things. There's another little helpful tip is, those guys, they summon the ghost shamans that explode. Is you can just whack the ghost shamans with your sword, if you're playing as Mr. Bulletman, of course, because, well, the sword destroys projectiles, so, you know, it's pretty nice. So, yeah, end up taking ammo for the Abyssal Tentacle right there. I have, like, no keys on this run, which is a little unfortunate, although, as you've probably deciphered, it doesn't freaking matter that I have no keys because I'm ridiculously powerful. Here's something I'm curious about. On this room, that skullet right there, the tiny skull man who was jammed, cursed, the red guy, he's dead now, but yeah. Every single time I see this room, that skullet is always jammed. Is that just a thing? Like, even if I don't have curse, that guy is always jammed. That's... I don't know if that's like a bug or something, but I don't know. I don't know why I keep talking to that person even when I'm playing as Mr. Bulletman. She doesn't give you the bullet to the past when you're playing as the robot or the Bulletman, so... Robot being another secret character that I will show you in the next Gungeon video. By the way, this is probably going to be the second to last Gungeon video I do. I'm going to do one more Gungeon video after this, and that'll be it. Unless you guys want to see more, which, I don't know. People seem to be kind of bored with Gungeon. They watched the first episode, and then that was like it. But anyway, yeah, second to last Gungeon video right here. Ooh, the Rubidyne prototype, I forgot about that. It's a really nice weapon. Oh, secret room there, sweet. Another armor piece. Oh my gosh, that's what, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 9 armor pieces. And that's 9 hearts as well. I grabbed another health up from somewhere. I guess I missed that. Wow! 9 hearts and 9 armor going into the dragon fight. So, I have definitely beaten the dragon here. There's no doubt about that. But, I don't know. It's still a fun fight. I do get hit, unfortunately. But it doesn't really matter. I didn't flawless some of the earlier bosses, so it's not like I'm missing out on the lead god achievement. If you know what that is, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what that is, well, it's an achievement for flawlessing every boss, except for the Lich, on a single run, which is really difficult to do. There was my first hit there. Got by a stupid dodge roll. Dragon is not exactly an easy boss to flawless. I've only done it once. Even if you know all his attacks like I do and stuff, it's still a difficult fight. As you guys saw on the last Bulletman video that I did. So, just look at this. I haven't even used half of the RC Rocket's ammo, and I've almost gotten the dragon down to his second phase. This gun is ridiculously powerful. It's one of the most powerful guns I've ever seen. It beaten only by, of course, the Super Meat Gun. Now, you will see that, like, during the dragon's death animation and stuff, that the screen will go black instead of white, like blinding white and stuff like that, and that's because I have the game set to fast scaling, which is a new option that they just added recently. So the game doesn't lag anymore, that's great, but it's really difficult to tell when you get hit and stuff, because, well, there's no, like, screen effects or anything, you just get hit. There's, again, the power of the blasphemy being shown there. You can just drill your way through the bullets there. You don't even have to, like, dodge roll or anything. It's insane. Because, see, look, usually you'd have to dodge roll through that, but nope, not this time. Except, well, right here I just used the ring of ethereal form, so, you know, I can fly and the bullets go through me. But yeah, see, right there at the end, you just whack through the bullets, and boom, dragon defeated. I always like finishing the dragon off with the blasphemy, just because, you know, it's fun. So yeah, here, the screen goes black instead of blinding white because of the setting I have. I always pick up the obsidian casing. Like, even though I've already completed the bullet that can, you know, kill the passing crap. So here I go back and give Elevator Man one of my mastery bullets. Again, I have no idea why I waited till after killing the dragon to do so, but, you know, whatever, it's just what happened. So now we're moving on. Nothing from the store I can buy, so let's end the run. Or, well, not really. At this point, I'm like, I kind of have to go to the underworld, or bullet hell. I keep calling it the underworld because I'm used to Terraria, but it's bullet hell. So, you go over here, and you're like, yay, I did it. Oh, look, a hole. And, you know, you get grabbed and pulled down to bullet hell, which is very clever. Because, you know, bullet hell is a genre of games and stuff, and this is a bullet hell game, and you're going to hell, but it's bullet hell, because it's the Gungeon. See, it's clever. Ha 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 ha, funnies. Yeah. Oh, right, I forgot, this is quite a long loading time. Probably should have cut this bit out. Oh well. I guess you'll just have to sit through it and watch the mesmerizing loading thing. Oh, it's so cute. Love that little bullet man. And here we are, Bullet Hell, Chamber 6. This place is, well, it's crazy. It is definitely Bullet Hell. It is worthy of the name. It's not, I was about to say it's not too hard, but no, it's you know how, like, the 5th floor is one of the biggest difficulty curves in this game? This is just so much bigger of a difficulty curve. It's like when you get from the hollow to the forge, the difficulty curve is like, I don't know, 45 degrees to, I don't know, 75 degrees, something like that. But then this one, it's like 0 degrees to 90 degrees. From 0 degrees to 90 degrees. It's just such a crazy difficulty curve. Another little enemy tip right here. You see those giant red gelatinous slimes? You don't actually have to do too much damage to them. They don't actually have very much health. If you just hit them a few times with pretty much any gun and then just leave them alone, they'll usually grow to full size on their own, because you only have to deal a little bit of damage to them for them to get bigger, and then you just wait around until they get to full size, shoot them once with, like, anything, and they'll pop. So, you don't have to, like, waste a ton of ammo on those guys like I see a lot of people doing. You can just bop them over the head once or twice. Like with Blasphemy. Hold on a sec. Sorry, I was about to, like, go back or something and see what hit me, but, like, because right there, when that bullet shark, I have no idea what hit me there. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at it. But yeah, like, if you have the Blasphemy, you just have to hit those slimes, like, twice with the full sword and projectile combo, and then they'll grow to full size on their own, and then you can just hit them once and they'll pop. Like a giant, disgusting zit. Sorry, that was kind of a disgusting analogy. And there's me falling into a pit like a massive idiot. Even with this amount of power, I don't avoid just traipsing into a pit. Again, these guys are made so easy by just hiding behind a hole. A pole, not a hole. See? Just dead, just like that. No trouble whatsoever. Plus, Blasphemy can rip his arms apart because of its bullet-destroying properties. It's pretty cool. Got hit there again. Not proud of that damage. Although this room is really difficult. One thing that I seem to have noticed with Bullet Hell is that there are so many rooms in Bullet Hell that, like, while it is randomly generated, you are guaranteed to get one of every single type of room that you can possibly get in Bullet Hell. So, it's almost like Bullet Hell's the same thing every single time you go through it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. There's just so many rooms that it's just all of the rooms that they've designed, all in one level. Bullet Hell is huge. It is a massive floor. See there, I just whack them once or twice. 3 times, I think. Yep, and then they just grow by themselves, and then you can just whack them and they pop. Hooray! Very nice little trick. It still blows my mind just how powerful Blasphemy is, because this is the final level. This is Bullet Hell. This is the hardest and finalist of levels, and I'm using the default weapon to get through it all. It's insane. Of course, if I wasn't on full health, this wouldn't be nearly as powerful, and I'd probably have lost this run, except for the ludicrous amount of armor and health that I have, so yeah. It's just interesting that you can use the default weapon for all this. I hate these demon bullet pin. They're just about the worst thing I've ever seen. Ever. Well, no, that's not true. The maggot shotgunners are the worst. If you don't know what those are, well, you'll soon enough see at least 1 or 2 of them. Luckily, they're typically a rare enemy in Bullet Hell, but when you see them, I will always get hit by them, without fail. Just, they always hit. Unless I can somehow get in there and kill them quickly before they can get a shot off, which is really difficult to do because they have a lot of health. They will always hit me. And hopefully you'll see why. There's another spice showing up. And of course I avoid it because I don't want to lose any health or get any more curse. Because, oh my gosh, I don't know if it's actually a possibility, but I would not like to fight a jammed Lich. I've never actually fought a jammed boss now that I think about it. Amazingly, I don't get hit here. I'm just going to attribute that to skill and blasphemy, because this sword is incredible. It's so good. Just look at that, just ripping rooms apart. Oh, there he is, maggots. So the bullets they shoot when they shoot like a whole bunch of cluster bullets, and when the bullets hit the wall, they just wibble about in the most unpredictable, chaotic fashion. It's just the worst, and they're impossible to dodge. I call them sugary bullets, because, well, I don't know. If you've heard of Sleep Cycles, he's probably one of the most prominent Gungeon gamers out there, even though he's really not a popular YouTuber at the moment. He only has like 20,000 subs, which I find really surprising. I really, really like the guy. But yeah, he calls them sugary bullets. I don't know why, I don't know what sugary is, but he's Scottish, so it's probably some sort of Scottish thing. Sugary bullets, and it sounds silly, and I love saying it, so, you know. The maggots, they shoot sugary bullets, and the sugary bullets are entirely impossible to dodge. Just, impossible. Hopefully you'll see another one, and you'll just see how sugary their sugary bullets can be. Because, oh man. Oh, there enough. Watch the bullets. Oh, wait. No. Oh, see those bullets? Did you see those? I don't know why they went out in the ring like that. I've never seen them do that before. But see, that's the thing. You just never know what those bullets are going to do, because they're sugary bullets. And you just can't predict what sugary bullets will do, because they're sugary. I really hope sugary is not some sort of, like, really terrible swear. And I'm just swearing profusely. Oh well. I highly doubt that. If I am, then I apologize. I should probably stop saying sugary bullets, even though sugary bullets is the best word. Besides scuzzbag. Scuzzbag is the best insult. I guess sugary bullets isn't really an insult. It's just the description of bullets that are sugary. Scuzzbag is amazing. Like that guy right there, he was a real scuzzbag. A jammed gun nut in Bullet Hell? That is a ton of health. Doesn't matter. Oh, there's the sugary bullets. Look at the bullets! Look, what are they doing? That's ridiculous. I think they just go in, like, zigzag patterns, but only sometimes on a Tuesday when they feel like it. And it's, you know, a certain level of humidity outside. This room, just in general, is hell to deal with, because you have those tight corridors that make it difficult to dodge the demon bulletkin shots, and then the maggot shotgunner in the center that shoots shiggly bullets everywhere. That's such a difficult room. I apologize if I sound a bit stuffed up. That's just because I'm a bit stuffed up. This is a nice one. I was originally going to leave this as a silent run and just, like, explain what was happening in the very beginning and then just do nothing and then just have you guys watch footage for a bit. But I thought that would be a bit boring, and I decided, yeah, you know what, there are a few things that need explaining, so I may as well just talk throughout the entire thing. That's another enemy that's kind of annoying, is the weird four-legged shotgun shells that open up and just pelt you with bouncy bullets of death. Ammo for the RC rocket here. Oh no, I pick it up for the Void Core, that's right. Although, I don't ever use the Void Core after this point. Here's me showing reckless disregard for anything as I dive through the entire middle of the room just to get to that Necromancer, because if he spawns a Skeleton, I am screwed. Skeletons are some of the most annoying enemies in the game to deal with, and they'll almost always hit me without fail. That's a bit of an odd thing, is that, like, there's always rooms and enemies that will specifically just always hit me without fail, and I just know that they'll always hit me. Didn't know that there was actually that, the skeleton arm man there, so I wasn't able to get behind a wall, in time. Let's see, there, I did it. And now, look, you can just slash his arm off, and there's nothing he can do about it, although I did play it very badly and got hit anyway. So yeah, you can also just go up behind him and stab him in the back. Many very easy ways to defeat that guy. Shiggly bullets. Okay, he's dead. That's what I do while I'm playing, is every time I see one of those guys, I just shout out, Shiggly bullets! Because I just know, oh, I gotta kill that guy fast or else I'm gonna die. Another blank pickup there, which is absolutely fantastic. You do need quite a few blanks for the Lich fight. He's not easy. He's really not easy. Got hit by a stray ghost bullet there. Maybe it's just a regular bullet. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot of bullets going around because, well, it's bullet hell. What would you expect from a place literally called bullet hell? Ugh. So, the main struggle for bullet hell is just trying to find your way to the boss as quickly as you can, because drops seem to be severely limited during this floor, and there's no shop or chests or anything like that, so there's no reason to explore the entire floor. Because you will most likely just lose health. It's very difficult to gain health and armor while in bullet hell. So you really just want to try and find your way to the boss as quickly as possible. Even when you have a map or something like that, it's still really difficult to do. Just because you typically have to go through at least, like, 13 rooms, all of which are extremely difficult just to get through the Lich. And by that time, you've probably lost a few hearts, and you're pretty much screwed. You need a heck of a lot of health to get through the Lich fight. And luckily, I have a heck of a lot of health. The luck from this one was just incredible. It was just crazy good. Despite the fact that I make some extremely terrible plays. Okay. Just stepped on a piece of paper there. Ah, here we go. The Lich. So right now I've decided, well, there's no way I'm going to gain any more armor from this, so let's just head into the fight. I decided to save the RC rocket for the later phases, and decided to just go with the Stinger for the first phase. Or do I use the Emperor? No, that's right, I used the Emperor for the first phase. The Emperor is, it's a triple shotgun with lightning bullets, and it's super good. So yeah, here we go. This is the Lich. This is the Gungeon Master. He is super badass. Gungeon Master Lich. If you didn't know, that's actually the guy at the, on the menu screen. The, like, shadowy silhouette of the man, standing outside the dungeon. That's the Lich. This guy is insane. His first phase isn't too bad, because yes, he has 2 phases. It's crazy. He, just... I do quite a decent job of actually dodging most of his attacks, and I get quite lucky with his attacks as well. He seems to just do his spirally galaxy and then his wave of sniper shots. And then there's this phase, which, like, he just shoots out these rings that are spaced just so that if you dodge straight through one of the rings, you'll immediately run into the other ring, so you have to dodge sort of diagonally, and it's really weird and difficult. And I get hit right here again because I wasn't paying attention to the bullets. It doesn't matter, because I killed the Lich. Hooray! But I know about his second phase, so you stand there for a bit and you're like, oh man. So here I'm deciding what weapon I want to use, and I decide I want to go for the Stinger. Stinger, you know, you wouldn't really think it's that good, but it's insane. This weapon is wonderful. So here we go. Second phase, the Lich. Yep. It's pretty crazy. This phase is just as terrifying. That attack right there, he starts off with the hardest attack ever. Although it's kind of put to shame if you have Blasphemy. Even with Blasphemy, I still just didn't manage to actually survive it. It's such a difficult attack. Ugh, that one's a very easy attack, and he does it quite a few times, which is very nice of him. You just have to, you know, dodge through the bullets. And then he shoots bullet worms out of his chest because, you know, why not? That's typically it's an easy attack to dodge. And there's this crazy go-nuts attack where he just shoots bullet orbs, which split off into more bullets, and at this point, I'm getting hurt quite a bit. You may notice that I just got an armor piece out of nowhere, and that is because I have Nano Machines, which is an item that every time you get hit 4 times, it gives you an armor piece, which is crucial to the survival of this fight, at least in this case. So the second phase actually isn't that bad. The worst attack he can send at you is the horizontal lines of bullets, which, it was the first attack he did to me. And if you have Blasphemy, it's not that bad of an attack, and you can typically get rid of it pretty easily, but it's still a really difficult attack to dodge. This one right here. See, you can just slice through the bullets if you have Blasphemy, but it's still crazy. It's dodging that, I still don't actually know how to dodge it without Blasphemy. So there we go, second phase destroyed. And then most people are like, hooray, I beat it! But no, there's a third phase. This is ridiculous. This phase is actually put completely to shame by the RC rocket. If you have any explosive weapons, then this phase is the easiest thing in the entire world. And you'll see why in a second. Or you may not, just because of how easy I make it look. Also, I saved all my blanks for this phase of the fight. That attack right there is pretty crazy. Thankfully, he didn't do it for long. Boomerang, which nobody ever dodges that. This attack right here. See? Did you see that? He just completely surrounded me with bullets. But if you have an explosive weapon, you just shoot him once and then all the bullets go away. But he hasn't realized that the bullets are gone, so it just destroys them all and it makes the fight super easy. And then, of course, you get to kill him with the gun that kills the past. And there we go! That's the Lich defeated, and I unlocked the Riddle of Lead, which is one of the most powerful items in the game, and the Gungeon Blueprint, which is, again, one of the most powerful items in the game. So there we go. I do sit through the entirety of the credits, but I'll probably cut it out. I don't know. So there we go. That was the best run ever. Of course, it wasn't the best run ever. It could have been better if I had gotten, I don't know, the clone and died against the Lich or something like that, and then gone back, restarted, and got a million more crazy powerful items or something like that. I don't know. It also could have screwed me over. I'm not really sure. The music for this, the credits, is just absolutely incredible. I love it. Dosone, or however the hell you pronounce that name, you are one legit rapper man. Yes, rapper man. Not rapper, not gangsta, or nothing like that. Rapper man. Yeah, I just made that situation worse. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end off. I'm going to pretty much just cut out the rest of the credits and show you what the end screen looks like. And that'll be it. So yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. As I said earlier, this is the second to last Gungeon video. I'll be doing one more Gungeon video, and then that'll be it. for Gungeon stuff, unless you guys really want to see more. But you'll actually have to tell me. You can't just expect me to know. So, yeah. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a magnificent day. Derpo the Magnificent out.